Porch light stayed alive through another storm tonight. Rain hit the rusted railings like heaven trying to speak. There's a half-empty bottle sweating beside a worn-out Bible, and a man on his knees wondering how many times mercy still reaches this far. Boots covered in red dirt, hands shaking from the years. Memory full of funerals, courtrooms, empty promises, motel ceilings, and midnight phone calls. He keeps saying he'll change, but tonight sounds different. Tonight sounds like surrender. I got cigarette burns in the dashboard leather. Every county line knows my name. I drove drunk through pain I never buried. Tried to outrun guilt with gasoline. Mama prayed beside the kitchen window while blue lights painted crosses on the wall. Every woman I ever truly loved learned my chaos before my heart. I wore anger like a denim jacket, kept revenge folded in my back pocket. Blame God every time life hit harder, and begged him for help when I was drowning. There's blood underneath these fingernails from fighting battles nobody saw. I became the devil I was running from. Now I barely recognize myself at all. There's a silence that comes before redemption, like thunder holding back the rain. Every broken road can still lead homeward if a shattered soul still calls his name. There's a bottle on the table, a Bible on the floor, broken man crying out behind a locked back door. Heaven heard every curse word, every lie and every scar. Still mercy walked beside him, even in the dark. The whiskey couldn't save him, the pills couldn't numb the pain. Grace found him bleeding true in the wreckage of his shame. Now the bottle's losing power and faith is breathing again. Somewhere between the gospel and goodbye, God found a broken man. I knew a preacher with trembling hands who hid bourbon underneath the seat. He said the loudest Sunday hallelujah sometimes come from souls too weak to speak. I watched coal miners lose their brothers, watch farmers bury sons too young, watch proud men break beside hospital beds trying not to come undone. Pain don't care about your paycheck or the county written on your mail. It walks right through your front door smiling, leaves your spirit cold and pale. But I've seen grace inside addiction, seen hope inside county jail, seen God rebuild a human heart most people already nailed. There's a bottle on the table, a Bible on the floor, broken man crying out behind a locked back door. Heaven heard every curse word, every lie and every scar. Still mercy walked beside him, even in the dark. The whiskey couldn't save him, the pills couldn't numb the pain. Grace found him bleeding true in the wreckage of his shame. Now the bottle's losing power and faith is breathing again. Somewhere between the gospel and goodbye, God found a broken man. Not every miracle looks holy. Sometimes it looks like surviving one more night. Sometimes it's a father finally apologizing. Sometimes it's choosing not to die. Sometimes redemption sounds like shaking hands at meetings or deleting numbers at 3 a.m. Sometimes salvation starts with tears falling from a broken man finally giving in. I spent years turning pain into poison. Self-destruction became my religion. I was screaming at God through addiction while pretending I had everything handled. Truth is, I hated the mirror, hated birthdays, hated silence, hated waking up sober enough to remember who I hurt. I got friends in the graveyard, friends behind bars, friends who smile online while they're falling apart in the dark. I know what it feels like to hide bruises behind tattoos, to joke through trauma, to call drinking coping because the truth cuts deeper. But I heard God inside the quiet tonight, not through thunder, not through judgment, through mercy, through my daughter's voice, through my mama's prayers, through the fact my heart still beats after everything I survived. Maybe grace ain't for perfect people, maybe grace was built exactly for people like me. Lay that burden down, lay that bottle down. You don't gotta bleed forever, you don't gotta drown. There's still light for the hopeless, still peace for the damned, still a Father waiting patient for a broken man. There's a bottle on the table, but it don't own me now. There's a Bible full of promises teaching me somehow. Every scar can become proof, every failure has a name, and grace still writes redemption across a life in flames. I was lost inside addiction, buried underneath regret, but heaven never walked away, even when I did. Now the night feels less lonely, and faith is rising again. Somewhere between the bottle and the cross, God save the broken man. The storm finally passed around midnight. The porch light still burning soft in the dark. Brain hit the rusted railings like heaven trying to speak. There's a half-empty bottle sweating beside a worn-out Bible, and a man on his knees wondering how many times mercy still reaches this far. Boots covered in red dirt, hands shaking from the heat, memory full of funerals, courtrooms, empty promises, motel seats, midnight phone calls. He keeps saying he'll change, but tonight sounds different. Tonight sounds like surrender. I got cigarette burns in the dashboard left, every county line